Okay, guys. What are we doing? What trail are we gonna do?
Well, I think we're gonna do Boss Hogg. We'll take Boss Hogg down to Royal Gorge and then run Royal Gorge.
Okay. But Boss Hogg is a 2. 2, rated a 2.
Yeah, it's a 2.
2 what? 2 what?
I don't know.
2.
What?
2 light bars? Like, you know those
Maybe,
things?
yeah.
2?
It seems like everyone has light bars. So yeah,
I don't have a light bar. Do you have a light bar?
I don't have a light bar. Jonathan?
Do you have a light bar?
I have a light bar.
All right.
How many do you have?
One.
Oh,
Let's try it anyway.
we'll try it. All right, so we are headed down to one of the trails here, and what we're going to do today is we want to put the ZR2 up against a couple of other vehicles that maybe people have a little bit better idea of.
We invited our friend Jonathan, and he has a 100 series Land Cruiser.
They wanted to compare the Land Cruiser 100 series did against the ZR2.
I'm driving the ZR2, and so we're going to go out to some obstacles and figure out kind of which ones do the best.
I'm driving my 80 series Land Cruiser. It's actually a 1996 Lexus LX 450, and that's just a Land Cruiser with leather, people.
I'm in the ZR2. There's no way that those older Land Cruisers can keep up with this.
This 80 series, these things were everywhere around the world. They use them in Australia and in Africa, and they're just super, super tough vehicles and super capable.
So we're out here, headed down the trail, test them out, see what happens.
I'm going to crush them.
All right, so here we are. We are to our first obstacle on the trail.
Oh, this better not mess up my truck. Alright, so we just came down Boss Hogg. Now Boss Hogg's not too tough of a trail, especially if you're coming down, it's not too bad. Now going up is a different story. Going up, like I've never been able to make it up with my Lexus. So I think if these other two can make it up, that says a lot about them, especially if you don't have a light bar. 589 Fab sent us a drive line to test out, a rear drive shaft for the ZR2, this heavy duty steel drive shaft, and we just put that thing through the ringer. And the 589 Fab drive shaft held up like a champ. I guarantee it would have folded up our aluminum one. I guarantee we would be not driving this thing out of here right now because it stopped the truck. Scraped the paint off, but the drive, yeah, there's a big old scrape, a swirly scrape mark in it. But the drive shaft is fine. It scraped the paint off, but there's nothing wrong with it. I am amazed how strong that thing is.
So 589 Fab suggested, hey, you know, we have this driveline, put it in, see what you think. So we're really glad we did, and true to 589 products so far, it really held up.
Yeah, give her a little bit, bump it up over. More, a little bit more. There you go, right there. Go for it. Got it. Nice. And that camera got close to hitting. Well, I don't know if they're enough of an equalizer to outdo light bars, but I guess we're gonna see. So we're gonna try to go up this, because this one, I think this will give us a good test. So this is what impresses me about the ZR2 so much, is that we've got some vehicles, some Jeeps back here trying to come up the same obstacle that Brooke just drove.
I just cruised up this. I was locked front and rear, but I cruised up no problem. Didn't even need a spotter.
Didn't slip a tire, didn't anything. And we've got legitimate, that's a Rubicon back there. It's a Jeep Wrangler Rubicon Unlimited, and it's
locked.
They're locked front and rear, and he's struggling. He hasn't been able to get it up yet. They've tried a couple different shots at it, and that's what surprises me about the ZR2, is that it just effortlessly does this stuff.
Yeah.
And it shouldn't be able to. In my opinion, I'm like, the Jeep should be kicking our butts. And that's what blows me away about the ZR2. The whole thing is a mountain goat. It just sticks, and that's what we were talking about. We don't know if it's like weight ratio on the truck, what it is, but it is just a spectacular little rock climber. So anybody who wants to talk trash about him, when you see a Rubicon, which is a very legitimate rig back there, which is struggling, and it will just walk that thing like it isn't even there. So that's what blows me away about it.
That makes me happy.
I'm so glad that these guys came through while we were shooting our video, so we could kind of get another aspect of other vehicles.
No, we're good. So actually we're videoing all of our stuff, so it takes us a while to stop and get set up, and this group came behind us, and so I just walked up it, and then I told him drove up it. Oh, there we go. There you go.
He's up the steps.
He's having to get on it a little bit. Yeah. But I drove up it and then told them that we'd let them go by, because we figured it'd take us a lot longer to get up it with the other two vehicles. So I'm excited to see what the Land Cruiser, the LX, does.
I get stopped at the same spot where he got stopped right there. I can never get past that point because I don't have lockers. But it looks like even if I had lockers, I'd probably be fighting with it a bit. Feels like it's coming. Yeah. There it is. There it is. You can see the head.
Can you see that over here?
So I was trying to help you out by calling it off, because I know that Emily said to wheel it softly, and that's why I was like, okay, you need to stop before we break something. So what was going through your mind?
There's this competitiveness in me, and I felt like I could do it.
It did almost seem like it had a really good shot.
So we stacked another rock,
And then another,
popped the front end,
and a little airborne tire spinning, and
little airborne tire spinning, and
that was the result.
little shattered axle.
Yeah. But it didn't shatter anything else. It just broke the axle.
Just the axle.
270,000 mile axle.
270,000 miles.
So I mean, it had lived a pretty good life as it was.
Yeah, I think so.
So I won, right? Like, I crushed you guys on the trail. You had to get all crazy just to get your truck up the trail, and Jonathan blew his truck up. The ZR2 walked it like cake, so that means that I won.
So you're saying you didn't break any expensive parts out on the trail?
No,
You didn't break any expensive shocks?
no, I didn't.
YouTube court, I'd like to present Exhibit A. So we're perfectly clear, you did not break that shock out on the trail.
No, that probably happened when I was dropping the kids off at school. There's a really big speed bump there.
So you're saying this happened on a speed bump.
That's why we go to that school. We like a challenge.
YouTube court, I'd like to present Exhibit B. So you're saying this is a speed bump and not a rock on a trail?
I follow my spotters. On the trail, you follow your spotters or trucks die. Am I clear?
Yeah, sure.
Am I clear?
Crystal.
I followed my spotter. Those low-hanging shocks are in danger.
Grave danger?
Is there any other kind?
Truth is, there was no speed bump. And when things went wrong, you blamed your
I
spotter.
couldn't trust
and,
my spotter. My spotter was substandard.
No, that's not what you said a moment ago. A moment ago, you said you trust your spotter or trucks die.
I know what I said.
Did you break the shock out on the trail?
What do you want from me?
I want the truth.
You can't handle the truth. Son, we live in a world with trails, and those trails need to be wheeled. I eat my breakfast 50 yards away from rocks that are trained to kill my truck. You want me on that trail. You need me on that trail. We use words like lockers and light bars and spotters. Those are words that you use as clickbait in your YouTube videos.
Did you break the shock out on the trail?
I wheeled that trail.
Did you break the shock on the trail?
You're gosh darn right I did!
YouTube court, the witness has rights.
What are you talking about? Rights. Am I being charged with something? Look, I wheeled that trail, and I'd wheel that trail again, and I'm gonna wheel it right now. I'm going right now.
You're not going anywhere. Your truck is broken.
So that was awesome.
Whatever. Let's wrap this thing up.
Okay.
Okay, so the lifted Lexus on 35s dominated out there. It was the only one to come out unscathed.
That is true. But you had to get pretty rough with it, and the ZR2 walked it like nothing.
That's true. That's the beauty of having front and rear lockers on the ZR2. It does stuff that I have to get pretty rough with the Lexus.
Yes.
And eventually I'll probably break something trying to follow the ZR2, just 'cause I have to get so hard on it to make it up things.
But if it did have lockers,
If it had lockers, it would have been king of the hill out there. I
Okay.
don't think there's any question about that.
yes, but the ZR2 is pretty much king everywhere else.
That's true.
Mud, sand, road, everything.
Everywhere else, the ZR2 would dominate the Lexus.
Okay, except for the low-hanging shocks that are in great danger.
Yeah, you're right. Yeah, but in 20 years, both those Land Cruisers will still be running around.
That's true.
Will the ZR2?
I don't know, so we'll have to do a 20-year reunion.
There you go.
All of us will go out again. So in the meantime, don't forget to like and subscribe to our videos, and we will see you in the next one.